So I'm sure like most of you have been playing this game for years, since the early days of my childhood, and I've gotten kind of bored of the whole main account, just kind of living to make money, doing the best bossing possible like Zora, Vorkath, and just really trying to increase your bank. So I figured I'd try to switch it up a little bit and create a new kind of account. I've decided to finally pull the trigger and go ahead and make an Ironman account. I know most of you probably watching this already play a fucking Ironman account. And some of the reasons I decided to do that were obviously you have to gather your own resources. It sounds like a motherfucker, but I've heard from everyone who plays this game that it's a lot more rewarding once you actually achieve your goal. And you know what? I'm looking for that rewarding experience, but I'm going to take it a step farther. Not only will I be creating an Ironman account, I'm going to be making one that cannot level strength or attack. By not allowing myself to use melee as a combat style, it's going to force me to explore different methods in which to kill slayer monsters and bosses, and kind of teach me to value my resources better, because anytime I have to kill anything, it's either going to cost me runes, arrows, or whatever range ammunition I decide to use. However, there will be lots of restrictions that come with this account. I won't be able to unlock certain areas, I won't be able to kill certain bosses like Vorkath, Zora, or any of the God Wars bosses, for example. I know restricted accounts are in no way an original idea, but hopefully with melee off limits, the account will at least be interesting enough to keep many of you around to see this count progress. Alright, so that's enough of hearing me ramble. I now present to you Cryptic Box! To start out, I figured I'd just go outside of the castle and start working on wood cutting. I want to get up to 27 because I only have 1 agility. Getting around the map is going to be a bitch, and I figured this would be an easy way to get to Varrock starting off. And after that, I'll probably just work on some free-to-play quests before I move into members, because, I mean, why not? I don't want to pay to have to do these really shitty easy quests. And there's 10 wood cutting. There's 15 wood cutting. Can now cut oak trees, so this will be a little bit more AFK. Right, 20 wood cutting. So I'm starting to feel it a little bit. The bronze axe is just not cutting it, so I might have to switch it up. Maybe go do some quests or do something to make money, so I can go over to Bob's fucking shop and purchase that steel axe to speed this process up a little bit. I know I've only got 7 more levels, but yeah, I just kind of want to do something else just for a little bit. Alright, we're coming up on finishing sheep shear. I didn't know how many balls of wool to get, so I just got a lot. And we're gonna help this fucking asshole who's bad at his job keep his job for some reason, because I'll need to start Recipe for Disaster in the future. After this cutscene, we'll wrap up with Restless Ghost. It's gotta be one of the easiest free-to-play quests that gives you the best reward. I think you get straight off 10 prayer. This boss fight, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, has got to be the most annoying thing ever. If you get too close to the wardrobe and try to push the mirror, just like that, it won't push any farther. I get why they did that, because then it would get stuck on the wardrobe. But it's really annoying, and it makes this little boss fight take twice as long. I used to be afraid of this skeleton one-shotting me as a kid. I don't really know why. I think he only hit me for a 2 the whole time I was getting this tube. And there's Ernest the chicken done. I was passing through a bar and this shady old man in a hood asked me to dig up some buried treasure for him, so I figured, what the fuck, might as well do it. So I dug some more, then I found a chest. So I told that shady old man that I had found his treasure, and I went to the docks in Port Sarim to deliver it, and he rewarded me with an XP lamp that I'm definitely going to use in Herblore whenever I get to members, because I've heard Herblore is the hardest skill to level as an Ironman. This pirate standing within earshot, listening to my conversation, said, "I heard you like treasure. Have I got the quest for you?" So it's been years since I actually did this quest, and I completely forgot once you dig in the Falador Garden that this farmer comes up and attacks you. And I had about level 3 range, so this fight took forever. I guess you could consider it my first boss fight in the account, even though that's kind of sad to think about that. And if you're noticing by my prayer flicks, I'm fucking terrible. We're going to have a lot of work to do on this account to get me better at PVM. And there's Black Knight Fortress completed. Got my first beginner clue on the account, and it's actually useful. If you're wondering my least favorite free-to-play quest was, it's definitely this one. The entire premise is you find out Romeo is a fucking asshole, and once Juliet's died, he hits on her best friend. That's great. Thanks, Jagex. There's room mysteries completed. Now I can train the worst skill in the entire game. As I've been walking around just completing all these free-to-play quests, I would just kill every imp that crossed my path, and somehow I actually got all 4 of the different colored beads in order to complete this quest. So I just went ahead and walked back to the Wizard's Tower and just got it over with. I figured why not, and mostly I just want that Amulet of Accuracy when I start range training. And there's quest complete and 18 magic. This is the second beginner clue I've gotten on the account. That's actually semi-useful, I guess. I mean, I could always use arrows. I went to Draenor Village to get the orange and blue dye to complete the Goblin Diplomacy quest, and I was passing by the Riminting mine anyway, and this mine has every type of ore you need to go ahead and complete Doric's quest, and since you walk right by it to get to the Goblin Diplomacy start, I figured I'd go ahead and sit here until I got 15 mining and got it over with. And there's 15 mining. I gotta say the worst part about getting 15 mining in free-to-play worlds isn't actually getting 15 mining, especially with my bronze pickaxe. It's fighting the bots over getting clay. They love clay, and I hate these bots. Remember earlier how I said Romeo and Juliet was easily the dumbest free-to-play quest? I don't know. Goblin Diplomacy is definitely up there. This whole quest is about how they can't decide on a color of armor. I'll say that orange looks fucking horrible. Here's Prince Ali Rescue done. 700 coins is actually pretty good because I'm real poor. The last quest I decided to do was the Knight's Sword, and I totally forgot that you needed iron bars. I was not about to get 15 smithing in order to get it, so I decided to come and try to kill some dwarves to see if I could get it. I'm already at 15 range, and I really don't want to gain any more hit point levels in case I decide to do Wintertot. So I might just say fuck it and just go ahead and stop the free-to-play questing. So here's all the progress we've made so far. This is everything valuable I have out of my bank. As you can see, not a whole lot. The main thing is I went and got this 10k from the Stronghold of Security. I also picked the colorful boots because, I mean, you have to. Nostalgia, you know. Here are the stats. I have 19 range, 20 mage, 16 hit points, which I'm not too happy about because, again, I want to kind of keep that down for in case I do Wintertot. 9 crafting, 13 cooking, 27 wood cutting. And these are all the quests I completed. I just started Demon Slayer and went ahead and got the Silverlight just so I didn't have to do it later. I only ended up getting one of those iron bars, so that's why I haven't completed Knight's Sword yet. And the other quest I can't do because they would give me combat XP. I don't ever need to do the Consair, I don't know how to say that, curse, so it doesn't really matter. Don't really need to do Shield of a Rob, so I didn't even bother doing that. So now there's only one thing left to do. That's a lot better. Let's go do more important shit now.